What's up, everybody? It's HDGamer, and I'm here for the Wii U Game Collection video. Let's do it! This is my Wii U. It's actually my second Wii U. I have to cut myself off because I had some technical difficulties while making this video. The original audio will be playing, and I'll be like B-rolling the stuff that I'm talking about. Let's let past me explain it, while present me, which is also past me for you, show you things. I got a white one used in 2013, summer 2013. Got it for 130 bucks, Canadian dollars. I was a teenager at 13, so I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I got home, I'm like, wait, I don't have any Wii U games. Not too long after, I was able to head on down to HDGames, and I got my first Wii U game, which I'll be talking about in a second. But then this got announced, and I asked for a bunch of money from my homies for my birthday, and I was able to purchase it. And so I had two Wii U's for a little bit, and I gave one to my friend Sean. The only thing that sucks is that I eventually got angry one time, good old-fashioned gamer rage, and I snapped my gamepad screen. Not like snapped it in half, but just like I put a crack like kind of underneath the surface of it. So I sent it to Nintendo because I was like, please repair it. But I specifically said, if you can't fix it, send it back to me, and I will just, get a new one. I'll get a replacement. They sent me this. They sent me a basic gamepad, and they took away my special edition one, and I was like, I told you to send it back, and you didn't send it back. You replace it. But since 2018, I've had this gamepad, I believe. I think it was 2018. I had a video when I got this gamepad, and I was annoyed then, and I'm still annoyed all these years later, because, like, what the heck, man? Having a new gamepad, I've had many hours of play on this thing, so it sucks, but what can you do? Listen to what I say, that's what they could have done. Now, unfortunately, I actually do have an unboxing video. I think actually it's 2 parts, because I was a dingus and I didn't know how to cut videos down back then, so I wouldn't recommend watching. I'm not going to link to it, but if you really want to, you can. A lot of my videos I do keep up, even the old ones. Watch at your own risk if you do want to see that. And it's also on 240p because my iPad, even though it could upload in 1080 and 720p, sometimes it just kind of didn't, and uploaded in like 360 and 240, and to this day I really don't know why it did that. But now let's actually get on to the games. Up first we got New Super Mario Brothers. That's not what he says for this one. We got New Soup U. Now, as you can see, it says recycled right here because, well, the table just heckin' creaked really loudly there. It was my first Wii U game. I got it for, I think, 53 buckaroos, if I'm not mistaken. Again, any prices I say, this is Canadian pricing. Oh, I lied. Wait, the receipt's here. It says $46.76. It says the subtotal is 63. I had a gift card, that's why. So it was gonna be 63 smackaroos. And I had a $17 gift card. I paid 46 buckaroos for this. That's pretty heckin' good, even back then. Because these games brand new were 60 bucks. Great game. I'm a New Soup defender, by the way. Anytime someone hates on this, especially when Wonder came out. I actually don't really like Wonder. It was very disappointing. Wait, did I talk about this? In my last reaction video, go check that out. I talked about how much I do not like Wonder, but I especially don't like when people dunked on the New Soup series when Wonder was about to come out. They were like, look how much better it is, New Soup sucks. I'm like, no, it doesn't suck, you imbeciles. You just are excited for the shiny new toy syndrome. These games are not bad by any means, okay? They're great. They're just, people hate on them especially because New Soup U and New Soup 2 came out in the same year. So, like, I get, the fatigue. I understand the fatigue, but you can't make that your opinion being like, it's so bad. They're great games. Some would even say fantastic, maybe. To act like they're bad is just, you're an imbecile if you think that. That's just how it is. Then we got one of my favorite games of all time, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. Now, this one did not come with my Wii U. Well, it did. The game did, but it was a code. Then the last year and 2 years from this video, I was able to get a physical copy of it for like, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks on eBay or something. Beautiful, shiny cover. They didn't put it on Switch or Switch 2, which if you've seen my channel, any of my reactions, you know that I've been wanting this. They put the original and I was like, well, I guess we're not getting this one then. Highly recommend if you haven't played it. Well, I don't really know. You have to get a Wii U to play it now. Or you could do other methods. I like playing on the original hardware if possible. So if you have played the game multiple times normally, play it with a randomizer. It's very fun. If you modded your Wii U like I have, then it's really easy. You can just get a program. It's literally called Wind Waker HD Randomizer. And then you can just, on your system, you get the program. And then on your system, you randomize. Like, you don't need a PC or anything for, maybe to get the files, but just laptop can do that. Also, the original is, like, not as good, like, by a significant margin. Some people will be like, the art style is ruined in HD. I'm like, but it's at least it's widescreen and HD. I don't think the art style is bad in this one. I think it's better, personally. I think everything about this game is better. This is fine if you like the original. But I played the original on the Switch too, and it just kept annoying me. I'm like, why is this like this? This is so much better. They fixed like every problem that the original had. Mario and Sonic at the Sochi 2013 Olympic Winter Games. I am a fan of the Mario and Sonic games series. Okay, 2012 on 3DS. That was my first Olympic Games game that I owned. And then I got this one in 2013 for Christmas. Winter time, perfect time. It might be one of the weaker Olympic Games entries, but I played a good amount of it. I remember playing with my homie, we played hockey, and I remember us like just popping off, going crazy. We were like, Shiggy! Like we called Shy Guy Shiggy. That's a very good memory I have with this game, and I love doing the speed skating. I heckin' love that. And the problem is I only ever had one Wii Motion Plus, so like I couldn't do that many of the games with anybody else. I think it's a good game, and I have fond memories of it, and it looks nice. It's HD. Had the online stuff, which I couldn't use because I didn't have internet at the time. Let me know if you guys want to see me do my opinions on the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games video. I have been collecting those games over the past year. Hopefully I'll get the last two I need, and then I can maybe do a video. But if you guys want to see that, let me know. Oh, it's upside down. That's funny, actually. For this guy, I'm gonna leave that because that's funny. It actually would be correct because the orientation of it. Mario Kart 8, a game we've been playing for 11 years, and I'm very tired of it. That being said, the world is kind of whatever. This game, I remember it came out, it was the hypest thing ever, pretty much. Second hypest thing. But we'll move on to the hypest thing. I still have the receipt of this one too, actually. 76 buckaroos. That's a lot. For those that don't know, Wii U games, like this was, again, I didn't buy it for this price, but $59.99 when it came out, which was at the same as American prices. And that stayed the same all the way, I think, up until this game came out. So this one was $64.99. And I was like, $64.99? Are you guys crazy? Looking at today's prices, I'm like, please give me those prices again. I'm sorry I was mad at them, and I'm like, please give me those prices now. I need those prices back. This game is really good. It did get DLC, and I like the DLC. And then we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which was more, but it had the DLC, so technically it was a good deal. And then 5 years later, that got a DLC because they're like, let's just keep going. And then I played the game for lots of years, and I'm kind of tired of it, but I remember when it came out, it was pretty hype. Smash! This is my most played Wii U game. I used it so much that this happened. I got it for Christmas 2014. I got this, my first Amiibo, and I got Pokemon Omega Ruby. That was a goated Christmas for me. All those things came out November 21st. I remember specifically because I remember being like, I want all of these things. I can't have them because I'm a broke 14-year-old child. I sunk like almost 1,000 hours into this game, like between 940 and 980. I can't remember the exact number. It's a fantastic game. There was the first Smash to get DLC, and there was 2 versions. There was 3DS and Wii U. I played both of them for hundreds of hours. I played 3DS one for, just kidding, I'm not going to tell you that because that's for the 3DS game video. I just noticed this on the back. Pikachu's the only one of these characters on the back to have his like art. His ears are sticking out, but nobody else has that. Look at you, little special guy. We had Art Player Smash introduced into here, and then we got Cloud from FF7. That was the catalyst that made me an FF7 fan. There's another DLC character that got me into another series of games. Bayonetta! I didn't get this one when it came out, because I was a child that didn't like M-rated games. I was like, no, I don't like the M-rated games. But this one intrigued me, because when I saw Bayonetta and Smash, I was like, who? And then Etika, back in the day, you know, rest in peace Etika, I used to watch his stuff, and he was like, Bayonetta! I rented this game from the library, and so I started playing the first one a little bit, and the second one a little bit. I didn't get through them all at the time, but I was like, this is pretty cool. And I remember my mom at the time being like, why'd you want this game? Is it because there's a sexy lady on the front? And I was just like, no, it's because it's fun. And I'm like, you know, it is Bayonetta after all. I did end up picking this game off eBay for, I think it was a pretty good price. Like, I don't remember exactly. It was somewhere between 20 and 30 buckaroos. It was like insanely mint condition. Like the discs, not a single scratch. The game box itself is in elite condition. Like, it was shrink wrapped and everything. I think it was actually sealed from release. I remember taking it out of the box. I'm like, this looks pristine. This doesn't look like someone rewrapped it. Like, maybe they did. Amazing quality. I was trying to go in order, but then the segue from Smash, so I had to do this one next. So, Bayo 1 and 2, and I'm into the Bayonetta franchise because of Smash 4. She kind of became a Nintendo, like a second-party Nintendo character because of this game. Because no one would fund it, and Nintendo was like, I got you, homie. Nintendo Land. This game is amazing. Quite possibly their best party game. I don't really care for Mario Party, other kinds of party games, to be honest. But this game was so cool, and I'm like, I have to get this one. You know, the Zelda game where you're shooting arrows with the gamepad, the F-Zero one where you're like doing this. The Mario Run, the Mario Chase is so good. That one is so fun. My homie Jack, he had this game. We played a bunch at his house with him and his friends and stuff. Great game. So I just had to get it. And then when the pandemic was happening, I got it for I think 20 bucks on eBay. Again, eBay coming in clutch for a lot of these. And I played it with my family because I was like, it's a pandemic. We're all sad and stuff. And I'm like, please play this game with me. It's fun. It's gonna be a fun time. And we did. We did Mario Chase. I don't remember if we did anything else, but we did Mario Chase, and that's like probably the main one that people talk about for this game. It's on the front actually. It's good stuff. Great game. Anyone remember the Year of Luigi? Because I sure do. That was such a weird thing, and I kind of wish they did it again because it was so random, but I loved it. They put Ouija in Super Mario 3D World, like the little Ouija things that you could find. They did this game, which was much harder. Basically a challenge mode version of New Soup U, and Luigi was the main character, so of course I love that. And Nabbit. Playing as Nabbit was so much fun. At my homie Carlo's house, we played this game because he had the bundle that came with both New Super Mario and Luigi U. I got this one on eBay for, I usually find them between like 20, 30, they were like 35. A lot of these games were kind of that range, so I can't remember exactly, but it was a good price. That's why I have it, you know. So I had to get this bad boy because the green, it sticks out of the shelf, but you know, some of these are other colors too, and it's unique. I like that. I love the Year of Luigi that they did. Very challenging game, very fun game. Now we move on to we got Sploon, the first Splatoon game. I used to have this game, and as you can see, I have it again because I found it for like $10 on eBay or something. I think this one was 10 or 15, like after tax. It was closer to 20, but still, great price. I played this game for like 76 hours, I believe. I pretty much made my homies, like I got them into it. Me, Jowish, Sean, and Terrence. I got them all to get this game so we could play together. I think I played with them separately together, like one-on-one. And maybe like once or twice we played a couple of us together. Yeah, I played so much this game, and I just kept getting annoyed because like, I'm not really an online game guy. I play Smash online, but this is the first time I played like a team shooter thingamajig ever online. And so I was like, okay, I've had a love-hate relationship with this game because I played the demo, and I got super into the demo, and I was like, this is awesome. And then before, it was like exam season 2015, so grade 9 for me, and I got this game, and mom was like, hey, you better do your exams, but then we're gonna get you this as like a reward. I'm like, yep. I had a good time with it. Actually, I think Braden, oh yeah, Water Coconut 13, he got it too. Yeah, he had a Wii U. He had this game as well because he played it whenever he was over here. He's an online shooter type of guy. Which is funny that I had like so many people that had Wii U's in this game specifically. It's kind of interesting like that. But then I ended up getting rid of it because I was like, I heckin' hate this game. It's so hard to win. I needed it for the collection because I'm like, well, I had this game. Let me just get it back. I also had Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and I got that one. I think my cousin got it for me at Costco. It was the first time I ever been inside Costco, and it was like a couple bucks cheaper than everywhere else, so that was pretty cool. And I got to the bird guy, who I looked at. I forget his name. I knew it not that long ago. Fat bird dude. He was so annoying. I couldn't beat him for the life of me. And the game was just like surprise. Like I didn't realize how hard Donkey Kong Country games were. I never played the Wii one except for when I borrowed it from the library for a bit. I just played the beginning, so it didn't seem that bad. When I played Tropical Freeze, I was like, this game is hard, and I couldn't beat that bird dude. And eventually I beat him, and I was just so like done. I was like, all right, I don't really want to play this game. So when I got rid of Sploon, I also got rid of Tropical Freeze. And there's another game I got rid of that we'll get to in a bit. And when I say got rid of, I mean like I sold it to EU Games for in-store credit. I just wasn't playing them at the time. In 2015, I got Yoshi's Woolly World. This game is real. If you're trying to complete it, it's hard. If you're trying to just play it through, it's like, ah, cute, you know, fuzzy Yoshi, whatever. This is a beautiful game. I love it. I think it's supposed to be coming to Switch and or Switch 2. If it comes to Switch, it's coming to Switch 2 anyways, but you know what I mean? Like, they literally had a screenshot of this game, and it's just chilling. It's like, it's not hidden. It's not like a blurry picture. It's literally this game. I've been aiming to complete it on the Wii U, because that's the one I have already. I did a short about this on games you should get for the Wii U and 3DS before the eShop shut down. I don't hear anybody talk about this game. And all the Amiibo costumes, dude, I love Amiibo. If you guys don't know, you haven't seen my 5 billion Amiibo unboxings, go check them all out. And this game had so many costumes. Like all the Amiibo up until that point, except the Pokemon ones, because Pokemon Company is weird. They had like a costume in the game for it, and it's just so fun to like customize your Yoshi. And Amiibo are still around, but we got the Kirby Air Riders ones that are $54.99. I love that Amiibo are still a thing, but maybe I don't love that Amiibo are still a thing. Oh, I got this for Christmas, by the way. It's Christmas 2015. The thing I got for Christmas 2015 is welcome back to Soup, the first Super Mario Maker. I hecking really love this game. I also like the 3DS version. In 2024, actually, I got the 3DS version. I think both the Wii U one and the 3DS one are better than the Switch one, which is Mario Maker 2, because this game is a two-screen experience. You only get that on the Wii U and you get it on the 3DS. It works way better with those because just having the two screens makes more sense. Having the one where you can touch, having the one where you can see everything. And yes, the Switch, you can like grab the tablet and then draw on it, but then it's so unintuitive compared to these games. Even though there's more stuff like the slopes, which I do love the slopes in Mario Maker 2 because I like making the aesthetically pleasing stuff. The colored pipes is nice, but you can't layer pipes in Mario Maker 2, and I really like doing that, even if it was just for a visual. Mario Maker 2 has the 3D world theme, which again, I love that too, but the whole point of the games is to make levels, and if making levels is not as intuitive, what's the point of the game, you know? So this is a fantastic game. It's one of my favorite Wii U games. This is like a definitive Wii U experience. And well, a 3DS has it too. It's a two-screen experience, so it works better on the two systems where it has two screens than on the game where it doesn't. And also, this game had so much amiibo support. Every amiibo that was released up until this point had a thing. And in Mario Maker 2, for some ungodly reason, they just took away every single amiibo costume. And they could have done more. They had so many amiibo that came out after this game that they could have put into 2. And I remember like looking up online, like how do you get amiibo functionality in Mario Maker 2? I was searching all over the place. I'm like, how come I can't do this? And eventually I found out you just couldn't. There wasn't support for amiibo. And I was like, what is wrong with you guys, man? Like, what? They never put Cloud, Corrin, and Bayonetta because those were the last like Smash 4 amiibo to come out. But they came out during the Switch time, like when the Switch was new. And we didn't have Smash Ultimate yet because it was 2017. I get that they were trying to not support the Wii U stuff, especially because it was a failure. They just never put them in this game. So this game has 6 slots for the costumes, 155 to 160. They could just never be completed because they never updated this game to have the support, which I thought was ridiculous. If it was on the Switch, they could have done that because they could have had like a reason like, oh, you get the Switch version, you get these exclusive costumes. I don't know, just some shenanigans, you know. But the fact that they have none is really annoying to me as a huge amiibo fan that I am. And that's another reason I prefer the original game. Fantastic game, 5 out of 5 on Backlogged. And I should probably link my Backlogged because I do stuff on that. If you don't know what Backlogged is, go check it out. Link in the description. In 2016, I got Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. This game is pretty heckin' good. It's not my favorite Zelda game, even the worst Zelda games aren't even bad. I'm not talking about this one specifically when I say that. I just mean in general, when you're talking about bad Zelda games, they're still pretty good overall games. This one's not my favorite though, but I do really love running around a Hyrule Field. I love the moves you can learn from Majora's Mask Link, the Hero's Shade. I had so much fun with them, like the one where you charge up and go jump forward and hit the ground, the full health spin, the hurricane spin, the shield bash is fun too. There's a lot of really fun stuff you can do in Twilight Princess. I love the Hyrule Field theme. Running around on Epona in Hyrule Field is so epic. I have this thing that I do where I have the camera really low to the ground. You have like Epona kicking up dust like right directly in front of the camera, and it's a very intense, fun little thing that I do. I don't know if anyone else does it. I've never heard anybody talk about it because it's a pretty weirdly specific thing to do. Combined with the theme, it's like so hype and exciting. If you ever haven't tried that, it's a little thing. It doesn't really do anything. It's just fun. That's what games are for, am I right? This one also came with the Wolf Link in Twilight Midnight, of course. I do have an unboxing for this, so if you want to go back to 2016, me and Jiawish, we did a little unboxing for this game when it came out. So I got this box, and I thought it was supposed to come with the sound selection here, but I ended up picking this up within the last 2 years. I thought I got it for like 20 bucks or less, but I checked, I got it for like 30. It was a pre-order bonus for some that pre-ordered this thing. I don't know exactly what happened, but I never ended up getting this all these years later. I picked it up for myself because eBay once again came in clutch. And I put it here so that it kind of like matches with the way the box is. Split down the middle matches up cool with the CD one. There's a little visual trick I have there. Next up, we got the most controversial Wii U game probably, Five Nights at Slippy's. I'm kidding. I'm talking about Star Fox Zero. This game is a very Wii U experience. It's very unique. You can't do it on anything else because it was only available for this thing. I haven't given this game too much of a shot, so the Five Nights at Slippy's, that was just a joke because you got the robots and like the cameras and stuff. Well, I found the combo pack actually. The beautiful box here, 40 buckaroos at a local game store, and I was like, of course I'm doing that. You kidding me? I didn't even realize it was sealed until I opened up this box, and I'm like, wait a second. They're still sealed. I actually had it digitally. I made a couple videos with it because I did Star Fox Week for a while on my channel every year. I started with Star Fox Week in 2016, and I didn't have this game yet because I was broke. I made an anticipation for this game, I had a week of videos, and it was a week, but it was actually 10 days because I did started on the Friday of the week before the game came out, I think, or maybe the day it came out. And then I went till the next Sunday, so it was actually like 10 videos, 10 days of videos. And then the year after, I was able to actually get this game, and I got it digitally for some reason. I think maybe I had eShop cards, maybe I had money in my bank or something at the time, so I was just like, ooh, let me get it now. I was probably just really excited for it. I played it a decent amount. I didn't end up beating it. It is a weird game to control, so that's probably has something to do with it. I remember in one of my recordings, I just got so annoyed. I still have the video up, so you can find it. I was fuming. I was like, oh, this is so annoying, and then I stopped after that. But I have them physical copy now, so I probably will give them another shot. It's a nice thing to have them for the collection. It's not like they went to Switch or anything. Switch didn't get a Star Fox game. It got Starlink Battle for Atlas featuring Star Fox characters, which I do like that game. I think it's pretty underrated, to be honest. The Wii U was the last console to get a new Star Fox game. Technically two, in a way. Side story, whatever this is. Something I almost forgot to talk about is Pokken Tournament. That was the third game that I got rid of. Pokken, Donkey Country Tropical Freeze, Sploon. Pretty sure I got rid of those three to get, ironically, Pokken Tournament DX on Switch. And I got Samus Returns as a little spoiler for the 3DS games video. Pokken Tournament was $74.99. That was the most expensive Wii U game. And it's funny, I ended up selling it back to them for obviously not as much as I paid for it. I kind of enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. I like Shadow Mewtwo. I still have the Shadow Mewtwo amiibo card, actually. I made sure to keep that one. I was like, nah, I'm not giving this back. And I finished this bad boy off. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Wii U. Now, I actually talked to someone, and they didn't know this game came out on the Wii U, which I think is crazy, because the whole hype leading up to this game's release, it was Zelda for Wii U, Legend of Zelda for Wii U. And I remember being in the entire hype seasons from the moment they announced that there was going to be another Zelda game. The first trailer in 2014, the Game Awards 2014, I think, and they showed off the game, and it looks pretty much nothing like what it ended up looking like. I really wish this game got, at the bare minimum, like its map on the bottom screen. I know why they didn't do that, because they didn't want the old version to seem like the better version. Breath of the Wild, fantastic game. One of my favorite games of all time, and one of my favorite Zelda games. But it is a Wii U game. Nintendo wanted to separate itself. They were like, nah, look at the Switch. The Switch is so much better. Get it on Switch. Just give us the map, you know what I mean? Because there's literally two differences between the Wii U and the Switch version, that being the loading screen that has, which is the shrine theme, and on the gamepad itself it says tap here to switch to gamepad mode. I had this game through other methods on my Wii U previously. It was taking up a third of my storage, and I was like, I sure would like to get this physical copy so I don't have to deal with that storage thing. I ended up getting from my flea market near my cottage for, I believe, 40 buckaroos. Very reasonable. Half the price of this game on Switch and also on Wii U, $79.99. I'm happy to pay half that price. Something else here. While the picture is the same on the cartridge and the disc, because it's a disc, it can hold more of the image of the tapestry on it, which I like that detail. So there's a fun fact for you too. Fantastic game. Amazing. 5 out of 5. Wait a second. After I wrapped up filming for this video, I remember there was one Wii U game that I had in my collection in 2014. 2014 was actually kind of crazy for the Wii U. Like, there were so many big games that came out that year. Smash, Mario Kart, Bayonetta, and Hyrule Warriors, the first Hyrule Warriors game. The game that it very much took off. They released this game 2 more times. One on 3DS and one on the Switch. Even though the Switch one is the best game itself, because it has all the content. The Wii U box art is my personal favorite of the 3, because the 3DS and the Switch one are kind of just like a bunch of characters jumping forward towards the camera. This is like an actual scene happening, and I think it looks actually awesome. So I lent this game to my homie Terrence, like, I thought was maybe 2 years ago. When I picked it up from him, he was like, no, I think you lent it to me like in 2019, and I was like, huh? Excuse me? Pretty sure it came out in September 2014. I was coming home from like a family trip from our cottage. There was a random EB Games on the way. Since it was after Mario Kart 8, then it would have been $64.99 as well. I'm gonna be real, I don't even remember how I afforded some of these when I didn't have a job yet. I guess I just did chores or something, got paid for chores in the house. Birthday money can only go so far, you know what I'm saying? Especially because for my birthday in 2014, I used all the money, or I guess most of it, to get this. So like, it definitely wouldn't have lasted that much longer after that. This game was mine, and I'm sure many others' introduction to the warrior style gameplay with the Legend of Zelda characters and the story they made for this game. I was very much a fan of it. Nintendo's early days of DLC were very quaint, and it's just like a couple bucks for like very small stuff. Now it's different, to say the least. I've been meaning to do this for kind of a while now. It's been a bit since I've done my Zelda games tier list video. I definitely want to update that, and I need to put this game on there because it's gonna go in a spot where some people will be like, what the heck? That's a spin-up level. I'm like, dude, this game is awesome, man. The character designs alone in this game are epic. Link with this scarf, that was the first time Link had blue in his design, by the way. It's not on his tunic or anything, and obviously the shield is a shield, and the Master Sword is purple or whatever. This is like part of his outfit was blue. They didn't do this before, and I think it looks awesome. I always loved that detail. The game is so much deeper than it seems. At first, it's like, oh, you just press the same button 5 times. Like, no. The drops you get from enemies allows you to unlock new combos, and then you can get new weapons for the characters. And if you're Link, you get like 500 weapons. With the DLC later on, they add weapons for other characters, like Zelda with the baton, Lana with the Deku stick. That one actually might be in the base game. I can't remember. And they added a bunch of characters as well. In the adventure mode, my goodness, that's where the real meat and potatoes of this game is. I thought it was a story mode, and the adventure mode was a side thing. Especially after all the packs give you a bunch more adventure mode maps. I didn't really use them in this game or the 3DS one, but in the Switch one, I was like, oh, this is where I'll be playing a lot of the game. It took a bit, but I got there eventually. Some people, it's not their kind of game, and I understand that. But for me, it was a nice surprise. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This video was an unnecessarily gargantuan undertaking because of technical difficulties I had. Kind of kept forgetting to record stuff, and I had to go back. And then with the Hyrule Warrior segment, which was giant because I just kept yapping about that game because it's so awesome to me. And then after I did that segment, I played through the entire legend mode from start to finish, and so I just stopped working on this video for a few days. I was having a great time, but then I'm like, dang, I should really finish this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love this console. If it wasn't clear by this entire thing, and I will still play it to this day, like I just said with Hyrule Warriors thing. Let me know what you guys, if you guys have any experience with the Wii U at all, whether you played it at somebody's house or you had one yourself. What's your favorite Wii U game? I'd love to hear in the comments below. And that being said, I'll see you guys next time for our next video, whatever that may be. Peace out, guys. And guys, remember, it's HD.